pregnant tigress, and we were waiting for her to give birth, and she was constantly looking to hunt and feed all the time, and we thought, oh, this is just usual tigress behavior. And when she gave birth eventually, she gave birth to 5 cubs. Now this is quite unusual. This is quite a large litter for a tiger. And so obviously she knew, as she was preparing herself for that and feeding 5 cubs, sort of cubs that she had within her. And Karula had two kills. I don't know what they are. It's probably a Daker and something else. And this might be an indication that she is certainly carrying. And so this is a good sign for us.
You can try to come back and try to book up for more balcons. Because I didn't hear you. I just hear you audio for the first time, for the second time. For the first time you were on my north range, that's why I said just drive south and find the best way. You can pull your west north again.
Yeah, Andrew, I've got the Nkonzo here. I'm just standing by on Ndlela. So when you get my visual, you can head directly west and follow the tracks. I'll guide you in here. Okay. And not much else that has been spotted so far. I think Abel was down in the south, following up on the lions, the tracks that lions are coming in. I think he said towards between Weaver's Nest and I think Shubama Road, somewhere there. Weaver's Nest, Shubama Road, and Zoe's Road. Tracks cross through from Little Gowrie north. They might have cut straight across towards the west, and possibly that's when heard the lions calling this morning. They were west of us, but we weren't really sure as to whether they were north or south. It was one, and yeah, so it was very difficult to figure out where they were coming from. And they could have moved through last night, and they could be up already in some Simbambili, which is west of us. So no sign just yet. And after Karula, we'll go and have a look and see if we can get them, if they are still with us. Let's hope with all hope. Okay, I can hear the vehicles there, just through that gap. Just over our front right corner of the vehicle, in that direction.
Pulling out, leaving one station in lock of the Ingo.
I can follow. You can follow him, Paul. Okay, Texan, can I make my way in? I've got Andrew behind me.
I think Joe, you can make your way in. It's only one station now. Yeah, but Texan said you want to come back again, so I don't know where he is.
Okay, copy. Texan, confirm you close by, or shall I stand by?
Yeah, it's fine. You can go in. When you come back,
okay, copy that. Yeah, go ahead. Copy that. can see Karula up the tree. There's up a bit of a marula tree, lying typically nonchalant, beautifully up that tree. We'll see what kills there are now. Spider webs. There's a steenbok. I see the steenbok. Back with her. I don't see where the second kill is. How about that for a scene, folks? Steenbok looks still quite intact and not much taken off. A lot of the fur has been plucked off, typical leopard style, where they pluck the fur with the front carnassials. Do you still have a kill somewhere?
No.
What a beautiful scene this is. This is unreal. Typical leopard. Probably sit with her for a while here. Okay. Hi there, Donna. And Donna is just inquiring as to how many cubs can a leopard have at one time? Well, Donna, it varies, but the general litter size is, I would say, 2 to 3. Of course, success rate to full adulthood from those cubs is pretty low. I'd say out of three cubs, I have heard of 4 cubs before. Let's say out of 4 cubs, you're probably looking at 1, maybe 2 that get to full adult. Karula, this particular leopardess that we're seeing now, she's had 2 litters of 2 before, and both litters have survived 100% to full adulthood. Tingana, Saseka, Mishu and Nduna. Those are her 4 youngsters that she's had, and she's possibly got some more within her. It's not to say that she's had 2 other litters before, that she's definitely going to have 2 now. she could have more, but it all depends on a lot of things that are happening within her body. So yeah, we'll have to see. She's quite full, so wherever the other kill is, she's obviously fed quite a bit on that, and then she's now got the steenbok lying poised on this branch quite a bit. It's a steenbok being the smallest antelope out here, so you can't really hook it in any way in the fork of a tree. So she pretty much bundled it up on the sort of widest branch, on the fork of a branch, flat. This is her absolute expertise and experience that is showing here. It's such a small little animal, the steenbok. Pretty incredible. See how she is hyperventilating quite a bit. Her breathing is rapid, shallow, with a full belly. Of course, this then puts a lot of pressure on the lungs, and that then in turn shortens that breath quite a bit. She's also been moving quite far. She's obviously left this kill site to go and mark her territory. So that just shows you that territories are very important to these animals. Territories are basically areas that they have to hunt, raise young, and basically live. These are the three main things that keep these animals, the laws that regulate these animals' lives: procreation, survival, and food. When I mean survival, that is a living space, a home. And this whole territory, I'd say her territory expands over 1,000 hectares, so bigger than our area that we traverse, knowing that she goes up into Buffelshoek. So she's got a huge territory for a female. Of course, male's territory gets up to sometimes 5 times bigger than that of a female. I knew of a male leopard that, not too far from here, there's a reserve called Edeni, near Makalali, just up north, and this one male leopard pretty much reigned over the whole of that reserve, and that reserve was about 10,000 hectares. So if it's the only large male leopard in the area, then he's going to reign over that whole area until he gets challenged by possibly new litter from females that give birth. So for quite a while, this big male leopard held a huge territory, and no one challenged him. Of course, he had a lot of females that were within his territory, which is perfectly how everything should go. Ah, she's plucked the steenbok. Quite a bit of it is lacking fur. Picking up 3D. Yeah, take a photo of the steenbok. Try to take it off the plucked bit. all she needs to do is turn her head and look this way. I've just taken a few photos of her. Just wanted a photo of the steenbok just to see how well she's plucked the fur off this animal. That's it, turn this way, come on. She looks so comfortable at the moment. I'm trying to think when the last time I saw her, if it was the kill. Remember the kill of the, what was it, a Dacre on Gowrie, Main? That was the last time I saw her. Wow, that's a good month and a half for me since I last saw her. I missed you, girl. Oh man. It's quite a beautiful area this that we're in. We're just at the top of a sort of a hill here, from where the drainage line was on Hyena Road, just to the west of Buffelshoek Dam. She's headed directly west of that to the top of the hill, and she's sitting in quite a nice sort of position that she can scout 360-degree around her. She's got a pretty good view of absolutely everything. Just waiting for her to turn around so we can get a good shot of her face. Folks, you can send in your questions to finalcontrol@safari.tv. I'd love to hear from you and what you think about what we're watching now. Let me know. And for this morning we've got Catherine on camera and Patrick in Final Control directing. Myself, Jared, presenting the morning's drive. Ah, there's the shot that we want. Oh no, she keeps on turning. Don't look this way, come on. As a human, to lie like that would be very uncomfortable. Sitting like on your sternum, stomach. But an animal being on all fours like that, they're pretty much used to it. And for a leopard, that is an amazingly comfortable position. Texan, come in. Texan, you can make your way in. It's just myself and Andrew in the position. Okay, copy that. Did anyone follow up on the Zingalankorns or that headed north from Little Gowrie?
I went there, but didn't follow that much. Bugamako on the western side of
Okay, copy that. When someone gets here, I'll make a space and then I'll go and follow up there. this will be quite nice for those that are coming on drive this afternoon to be able to follow up here. Do you know who's on drive this afternoon? Tara and Herman.
I think.
Yeah, must be.
It's Tara.
So at least Tara's got something to follow up on. We'll drop a branch on the road. So they can come and find here. We're probably about 180, 200 meters off-road directly west of Hyena Road, and we are about, from the fire break at least, we're probably a good 400-500 meters south of the fire break that lies just parallel with Buffelshoek Cutline. So we're quite far north and we're quite far east, just west of Buffelshoek Dam. That's, if you're following on the map, that's where we are. We're west of Hyena Road, south of the fire break, on the top of the hill. You can get a map of Western Gowrie if you go to Ning site. What is it? It's www.ning. It's on the Ning website, and if you go and have a look under resources, and you'll have a look and it'll say the maps, and have a look and you can follow us as we drive around, plot where we see all these things. I know there's a lot of you out there that have been watching for a very long time, that have got on record where these animals are, what they had, all that sort of thing, whether it was Karula and the two boys, or Karula and a kill, or whoever it was. So you can start your own database of the wild animals that we see here. Okay. Hi there, Doll. Doll is asking, do leopards ever fall out of trees when they sleep like this? I suppose it has happened, Doll. I remember seeing, who was it? Well, it was probably my first 2 weeks here, following, it was either Misha or Nduna. I can't remember. And
Robert, we start off them to Buga Makote.
and I remember we were following him, one of the boys, I think it was Misha actually. No, it wasn't Duna, because I saw the bit off tail for the first time. And following him, sort of not actively hunt, but sort of walking after a rhino, cow and calf. And eventually we got into a very thick area, and he jumped up a tree, and a hyena came in, and he sort of perched on the edge of this tree, and hyena left, and he was sort of moving position, and he slipped, and he nearly fell off the tree. So I suppose it has happened, Doll. I suppose it has happened with leopards, and the amount of times they climb trees and the hours they spend up trees. I certainly believe it's happened before. And whether there was someone there to see it and capture it, I don't know. But it must be very embarrassing for them, I'm sure. Certainly the younger the cat is, the more chance that they have of falling out because of that lack of experience.
I don't know, but I think that way you guys follow the fatigue way from Minor Road and just go there and make your way. Follow that track there. Yeah. Or depending where you're coming from, you come from the cut line, and just before that, a big dry with Edward. Yeah, so that means most of the corn will somewhere in the way. Yeah, you're able to drive past that dry leadwood straight north and then take definitely the northern corner down 40, 60 meters away from that dry leadwood tree. And you can look at the northern corner coming north. Yeah, that's also Jacob's session. So I will wait. I will stand by on the 10 off.
Yeah, Texan, you can keep coming. I'll make a space for you. Where I left, where I turned around and left the sighting, she's just a little bit west of that. So it's almost in exactly the same place where I turned around. She's just a little bit west. But as soon as you get to the Nkonzo, the Moba Nkonzo, I'll start making my way up for you.
Okay, yeah, I'm right here on the 10 off here. Andrew, you were talking about the maybe that is fallen off of us. I must go a little bit more to the north of that. No, I'm standing up just on next to the road, which is right next to the road there. Not the falling off.
Okay. Sandy's asking again if one of Karula's youngsters come by, will she fight or what would it be like? Certainly, Sandy, we've seen in the past that she does accept them, but there's a little bit of animosity. Not, there's a bit of snarling and showing of teeth and what have you. But other than that, she does recognize them as her youngsters. Yeah, I can't talk any louder. We've got another vehicle. I can't talk any louder, folks. Huh? Okay, is that better? So Sandy, yeah, she'll certainly accept them around, but yeah, I mean it's. I'm gonna have to move out. What's she doing now? Okay, Tex, I'm going to start making my way back to the Ndlela. Okay, we're going to start moving out, make a position for, there's 2 other vehicles coming, which makes it 3. We've had our time here, which is amazing. And yeah, she's probably going to be here for the afternoon. And let's hope that Tara can get her and see what she's done with the stem back. I'm going to be put. Out of here. Okay, folks. So, this is not easy. Oh, there's the other kill. There we go. Here's the Dacre, just to have you show you quickly. There's the Dacre here. go. Let me just probably it. Just wait for, we got the two vehicles coming in now. We'll just wait for them to move out and then we'll make their way back the way that they came in. Because it's so thick, I'm going to have to follow the way back. Just going to try and wait for Tex in here. You want to come through and then I need to go out. You want to go, then I can go out, yeah. Morning, how's it going?
Good evening.
Good.
What channel are they on? Channel 3?
We're on channel 2.
Channel 2?
Yes, yeah.
I couldn't have, no, I didn't hear it.
You're not getting anything?
There.
You got it.
Thank you.
Okay. Alrighty folks, we got to spend some great time with Karula and her, just got a quick glimpse of, so she's got a Steenbok and a Dacre. Two of the smallest antelopes that we get out here. She must have done remarkably well. They both look relatively new from last night at least. I mean, that just shows you how incredible she is as a huntress, and her years of experience. I mean, she's not an old female, but she's just wise in her ways. She's certainly, out of all the leopards here, I'd have to say she's my favorite. She gives us such amazing viewing. She is completely relaxed with vehicles. She goes about and does whatever she normally does, whether we are here or not. And that's a good thing. Good thing for us. Alright, we've got about an hour left of drive. I'm not going to carry on down with Hyena Road because we break up with quite a bit of signal there. So I'm going to get back onto Cheetah Cut Line. And go down, see if we can follow up. Apparently there were some vultures around Twin Dams, somewhere there. So we're going to have a look. Dragging a branch. Okay, just got to quickly fix whatever the branch I'm dragging. will do for now. Sure. Lots of right on. That's it. All good. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic. So we'll just go past Buffalo Dam again, make our way down onto the other side, and do the Papools Road, Pipeline, Cheetah Cut Line, and head down towards Gowrie Main. This is where she was in the drainage here. If we didn't hear that call, that just shows you how timing is just, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. We had stopped just in time, and we heard her calling, managed to look around for a bit, and just got a glimpse of her about 50-60 meters in to the west of the dam. And that's all we needed. We just needed one glimpse of her, or of it at that stage. Earpiece back in. Otherwise Patrick can't talk to me. Now that it's warming up, quite enjoy the fact that the water is going to be somewhere where animals are going to want to go. Haven't heard any other updates on the radio this morning. No lion, no rhino, no nothing else. We're here now. Amazing how as soon as a leopard is found, that everything is almost on the back burner. Everything else, lion tracks, everything. And now the flies are out in full force. The pests that we have. The other day I think actually it happened live while we were shooting live, and I was saying something to camera and a fly flew straight into my mouth. Not very good, that. Need a hat. seen this bird in such a long time. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but it's a black-winged stilt. Oh, it's very far away. I don't know if you'll be able to get there. No. Okay, it's fine. There's a bird called a black-winged stilt. It's quite a smallish bird. Probably the same size as just bigger than an African jacana. Beautiful white body, a head, and just black wings. Long, long legs for wading through shallow waters. Nothing at Buffelshoek Dam. We'll have just enough time to head down, look around the south a bit. So if we find the lions, that will be such a bonus. Apparently it's tracks of a male and a female. Not sure if it's the same ones we had here at Buffelshoek Dam the other day. We're on Hippopools Road. It's a little road that links down from the dam to Bury Pan itself. I can certainly feel that the temperature is already, you're probably looking at about above 20 degrees Celsius right now. And if it's already 20 degrees Celsius at 8:15 in the morning, by midday, 30, maybe even above 30 today. Good sign that winter is definitely coming to an end. It wasn't a terrible winter. I know we had 1 or 2 really cold mornings, but no, it wasn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a long, hard, very cold winter. But besides for a few odd chilly mornings, it wasn't so bad. Some of you have been around for a while, or some of you know, this area gets very hot. We get into temperatures up into the low 40s. That's Celsius, not Fahrenheit, Celsius. 40 degrees Celsius, and pretty good humidity level as well. Probably looking at about 70-80% humidity. We're not that far from the coastline. Straight line, you're probably looking at about 140 kilometers. Straight line, 140, 150 kilometers. What's that, 70 miles? 70, 75 miles, somewhere around there. Okay, we're just coming onto Cheetah Cut line. We're going to head south. If you are still watching and following on the map. Even if we don't see another thing, I'd consider this drive a success, with having seen Karula for about an hour or so. Apparently Karula's climbed out of the tree, and Henry and Texan are moving out. She's maybe sitting out of the sun, because that marula tree had no leaves. I don't know if you noticed, but none of the marulas have any leaves left after this past winter, and so there's no real shade from where she was sitting, where we saw her, and she's possibly gotten down to be able to just get out of the sun. She might go to where the daycare is, maybe drag that down. Like it's pretty quiet everywhere else. No rhino tracks or anything like that. Usually there's a lot of rhino tracks on Cheetah Cut line. It's quite a big road for rhinos to cross over from east to west here. We've often seen them on the road. Hyena dragging his foot. This hyena tracker, and he's dragging his foot somewhat. Yeah, quite badly actually. Perhaps his, I'll tell you which one it is, if it's his back or front. Looks like it's his back foot that he's dragging. Not a happy hyena, obviously injured himself somehow. Passing Mamba Road. Thought I saw something there. That's a branch sticking out. Looked like some sort of animal. Dale, hello Dale. Dale was just inquiring as to the whereabouts of some dwarf mongoose. We were seeing them almost every day. They're still around. Yes, they are. I just saw a couple of them scurrying off where we went. I saw just past Buffelshoek Dam. I did get to see them. Dale, now that food is a bit more scarce. They're having to travel out looking a bit further and not having to stick around as much around the dens, also around their burrows. In the winter we used to see them sunning themselves, and now that it's not as cold, they're not really having to sun themselves, so we're not seeing them inactive very much anymore. They are still around, they don't go anywhere, they're not a migratory species of any kind. They are definitely around. If I see one that are out in the open and are easy to see, then we'll stop and see if we can get it on camera for you. Of course, the slender mongoose, they're always just a quick sighting across the road, or a quick flash of them. And then I haven't seen many banded mongoose, I must admit. I know we're also going to see the banded mongoose every now and again, and I haven't seen banded mongoose for a couple of months now. It's also not to say that they're not around. Of course, they're also still around. Much bigger than the dwarf mongoose. Okay, we're just coming on to Gowrie, Main. We'll go to Twin Dams. We'll just pop over the wall there, have a look, see if we can see those vultures and then have a look around there for a bit. See if we can find those lion tracks. It'll be such an awesome thing to see some lions now. We're approaching the dip. We'll lose signal briefly as we head down into the little dip on Gowrie Main before we turn right or north up Twin Dams Road at a place called Baboon Pan on the left. Completely dry, no water there. I'm not sure where there's water down in the south here, but Twin Dams is the only water here south. Next one up is Treehouse Dam, which is slightly west and north. Chela Pan, which is directly north of the dam. No vultures circling in the sky. I haven't seen anything yet. I heard a Diderik's cuckoo there for a second, which I was going to say, whoa, that's a bit early. Okay, Twin Dams Road. I can't remember if Texan said there were vultures to the east or the west. It's an impala here, so it seems to be calm. what I brought it with me. You don't have a light here. Fortunately, I've just seen one of the guests in one of the other vehicles has gone to the bathroom and left their tissue paper on the road. I'm hoping I brought my lighter with me, or matches, so that I could burn it. I see some Inyala coming down here. I'm not going to pick it up. I don't know what's on it, and let their guests pick it up. Got a beautiful herd of Inyala coming down to drink, hopefully. I'm just going to stand by here at the dam. And some impala. I was here the day before yesterday doing some birding. Got a mixed herd, beautiful Nyala bull, and 1, 2, 3, 4 females, 2 adults, 2 youngsters. There's an impala ram with a broken horn. He's following these female Nyala. Maybe he thinks he's an Nyala. Come down for a drink, guys. The hoopoe is calling again. Go away, flies. Sure. What are they looking at? They're looking to the right. Here they come. Turn up the volume. The volume up. But I can't talk loud if they come close. Here they come. You see the big bull coming in. He's very aware of their surroundings. They've got to be. Ah, it's getting nice and hot. Oh, look at this. See what he's doing? He wants to cake his horns in mud. This is what we call self-adorning. And making his horns look bigger, he looks more proud. Basically a better male. Beautiful little youngster that's just walked behind him. They're not sticking around long enough. Just having their drink, and that's it. Just because they're not getting any major moisture from any of the food that they're eating. And so with water in the area, they're definitely going to make sure to use it. So this does make them more of a vulnerable target. If predators are in the area, this would be a great place to just sit and hide in ambush somewhere. I'm sure there'll be more animals coming down during the day. Wow, he's a beautiful man. Oh, he's beautiful. So, and now, they're all running. Why are they all running? They barked. There was a bark down in the drainage here. There was one of the nyalas barked, and they all just flee from this area here. Why? And they're all looking back towards this jackalberry down in the drainage here. Unless it was just an impala that gave them a bit of a fright. That's a bit weird. Still looking this way. Sure, look at that massive kulu. There's a monkey here. We might be good to just stand by here with these monkeys in the tree. It's just jumping here. If there's a predator, these monkeys will call. We just heard that. Alright. Just don't defecate on us, please. We parked just underneath this jackalberry. What did they see? Maybe it was just the large kudu bull. There he's running again. And he's looking that way. Huh. Hello monkeys. Can you see anything? Wouldn't that be a treat, another leopard? Huh. sign of any movement. Just going to drive a little bit along, see if we can catch a glimpse of some movement along the drainage here. What if it might be worth our while to drive around down there? We don't get any signal though, that's the problem. So even if we do find something, we're not going to be able to show you. There's the big kudu. Vultures. No vultures. Able coming. No sign of any vultures, folks. So, not too sure where Texan saw them. Maybe it was just that pair of them that we see every now and again here. So we'll carry on up and go towards Gowrie Dam. Maybe I think what we can do, let's cut across Chelapan Road towards Philemon's cut line and go that way around. See a raptor. Is it a vulture? Ah, no. It's a gymnogene, African harrier hawk. They don't go after kills, just flying quite far in the south. There it is. Alright, Philemon's cut line. Just going through the dip. We'll break up a little bit here. Thanks for the last 10 minutes. Last 10 minutes or so of drive for the morning. Nothing else was spotted except Karula. Would have been a very quiet drive if we hadn't seen it. Wow. Finish off our drive on Gowrie Dam Wall. Hopefully there's some hippo around. Look for some bird life. See if there's any other game coming down. I know one thing I've been noticing lately is that there have been some zebra that come down onto quarantine a bit later in the morning and then make their way towards the dam in the afternoon. I haven't seen the wildebeest. I've not seen the wildebeest for a while. Which is quite strange. Don't know where they've gone. They've possibly moved up north, or with the new green grass and the new green shoots coming out from all the burnt areas, they're possibly focusing on all the burnt areas. And because Western Gowrie doesn't really have any burnt areas, it's only the fire break up in the north that we're not going to get to see them for a while until more green grass come up. Yeah. Wait and see. Glad I wore shorts today. Yeah. It's a scorcher. To let everyone know that I've been updating everyone while I chat. Everyone's been asking the question as to when the Gari waterhole camera is going to be up and running. I'm hoping by the end of today, if not tomorrow. Mr. Will Fox is coming through today, and he started having a look at that. Will has got a bit of an electrical engineering background, so he's the man to talk to when it comes to that. So I'm sure he'll have a look at it. I'm sure we'll get that done, hopefully, if all the components are right to go, which they should be. We've got a new joystick, whole big panel about this big, with all buttons and it's quite a fancy schmancy joystick. Impala on the damn wall. Don't see the hippo just yet. Could just have his head down. Just going to turn around on the other side and then do my usual thing and then face this way. I want to be facing into the sun. Ah, there's some waterbuck on the other side. Hello, Mr. Impala. Hello, Mrs. Impala. Sorry, Mrs. Most likely pregnant, yeah, and looking at the belly. Yeah, definitely pregnant. Giving birth in about... Do you mind if I turn you, ladies? And female should be giving birth, let's see, we at the end of August. September, October, November. So you're probably looking at about 2.5 months before we start seeing little impalas running around. And what a beautiful time it is. The lambing season. People use both terms, calf and lamb. Both are correct. There were a lot of people asking, yeah, we've never, we've heard of calf or we've heard of lamb. You can use both terms. I wonder, Pat, did you see the hippo was in the water this morning with the water hole? Ah, there he is. He's just popped. He heard his. He's just popped his head up. Hello there. Really getting to miss the mom and little Bob. We got to see him for the first, I'd say, 2 months of his life. And then she moved, or all the hippos then moved towards Buffelshoek Dam, and they've pretty much been there. They have come back now and again, on the odd occasion, but they seem to have permanently left residence and made up residence at Buffelshoek Dam. Oh, lots of good bird life happening around at the moment. Folks, just to thank you very much for joining us this morning and for sending in all your questions. Oh, back is a bit sore after that. And yeah, thank you for joining us again, and please join us again at 3 o'clock.